Hi again, Force fans. I'm back. Yeah, I'm kind of just enjoying sat in the garden this morning, in all fairness. The house is very quiet, everyone's gone out, so I'm just taking a little bit of a load off. So I figured I'd just do another little quick morning chat. Yeah, so I've just literally uploaded the first morning chat of today. So this will be an extra bonus for you, or an unsubscribe, whatever you want. um, yeah. So let me talk a couple more things for you. You may have noticed I've been coughing a little bit as well lately. Got a bit of a chest infection. I've had it a couple of weeks now. It's nothing serious. I quit smoking a couple of weeks back, and I think I'm just going through that whole process at the moment. Horrible. Don't smoke. Worst thing I ever did. Anyway, I I'm gonna start buying a few figures. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna start buying a few figures over the next few weeks. I've seen a job lot on eBay. It's about 40 figures, mostly troops, believe it or not. So I've put a bid in for it. Hope I get it, because there's some absolute bangers. There's quite a few Phase 1 clones, a couple of Phase 2 clones, there's a couple of Shore Troopers, there's Death Troopers, and I realised last night, actually, when I was looking at my my Rogue One and Andor collection, for some reason, and I've got a box of figures up in the attic as well, I don't have any Death Troopers, so I'm going to have to go up in the attic at some point to look in my box, because I'm pretty sure I've bought Death Troopers before, but there's about 4 of them in this particular job lot as well, and I'm pretty certain I got 2 up in the attic. I don't know why they're not in the shelf, but you know, so I'm gonna pick those up, I think, or hopefully, fingers crossed, because it's a pretty good bunch of figures, and the buy it now price isn't too bad, but it's a little bit more than I can realistically afford right now. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on that one if I win the bid. But yeah, but I've been thinking as well. I've been looking at my custom 3D printed Tantive 4 set that I've got on my shelf, and it's lovely. I love it. I had to pay for the actual 3D print, and it was quite expensive, but it's so good. It's probably one of my favorite things I've got in my collection. So I've got quite a few Stormtroopers, I've got quite a few Rebel Fleet Troopers, but I keep going back to that 2-pack, the Rebel Fleet Trooper and the Stormtrooper, because the prices are coming down on that particular pack at the moment. So I'm tempted to buy another two packs. I know the figure. I know the figure is just. Is it Pelos Scrambos, isn't it? The old guy that you first see in in A New Hope, on board the Tantive. I know the figure is the face is completely the same, but I may do. I have got a couple of classified figures lying around somewhere, so I might see if I can swap the heads, and just to put it up on the shelf with a few different faces as well. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing that now. This is where collecting gets you, doesn't it? You see something that's a really all right price, and you just want it, like, you know. And it's a danger. It's an absolute danger as well. God, I remember about a year ago, I come into some money. You know, I didn't, and you know, I I earn a good salary anyway. You know, my life is pretty decent, you know, and stuff. You know, my kids are looked after, you know, the house is run, you know, quite fortunate in all fairness. Um, but yeah, I come into a bit of money, and God, I spent hundreds on figures. Didn't think anything of it, you know. Didn't think anything of it other than the fact that I could, because I had the means, and I just, you know, yes, that money could have gone on a nice holiday somewhere, you know, but I did it. I did it. And that's the thing with collecting as well. You can sometimes make choices which impact your wallet, but give you a lot of enjoyment. But on the other side of it, you know, I think you do have to be you do have to be really careful as well with how much you want to give to the hobby, you know. I know some people who will buy absolutely everything that comes out, regardless, you know. And a lot of times they're doing it because they want to keep on top of being a YouTuber, you know, and getting content out there constantly and stuff like that. But I'm definitely I'm definitely being a lot more selective now with what I buy. Um, and I don't mind. I don't mind being like that, to be fair. There's figures I won't buy. I won't buy at all. I've said this on a previous video. I think I'm definitely done with going back to a lot of post Return of the Jedi stuff. I do like the sequel trilogy. I do like the sequel trilogy, and I do have quite a few figures from The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Although they barely did any from The Rise of Skywalker, did Hasbro. So if they did do like a brand new Finn, a Poe, and a Rey, you know, Kylo Ren, you know, with updated photo reel, you know, updated sculpts and stuff like that. I think I would buy them. I would buy them because there are quite a few cool characters from the sequel trilogy, especially aliens as well. I was looking at my Art of the Force Awakens book the other night, just having a read, you know. But I was just noticed all the cool aliens that were in Maz Kanata's castle, you know, and I'd love to see some of those in figure form. You know, I love Star Wars aliens. They're just amazing, you know. And Hasbro are doing so good with alien sculpts at the moment as well. I mean, like, we've had Watto recently, we've had Tonway, we've had the Geonosian Warrior, we've had Sebulba, you know. Even the Bantha from a couple of years ago still looks fantastic. So I really hope they dial into that going forward and giving us a few more. Because just having more creatures and aliens on my shelf would really fill it out. You know, would add a little bit more colour and just make it a little bit more vibrant as well. So yes, come on Hasbro, give us some more aliens. Give us those unique sculpts, okay? If you have to charge us a little bit extra, for me personally, if the figure looks amazing, I will certainly I'll certainly send some money your way for it. But yeah, I just really want more. It's a shame, really, that the Rise of Skywalker line, well, the movie itself, it wasn't that well received, was it? It was kind of shit on. You know, some some criticism is fair, to be fair. I mean, the criticisms towards the entire sequel trilogy are fair in a lot of ways. It wasn't thought out, was it? It wasn't planned, and I've said the other day, that trilogy could have been a lot better. When Disney bought Lucasfilm, and they were announcing that we were going to get a new trilogy, they should have spent a good 10 years, fleshing out that trilogy, much like George did, with the originals and even the prequels, and just give us a consistent story. Because it started off fantastic, didn't it, in The Force Awakens, and then Rian Johnson come along with The Last Jedi, and don't get me wrong, I thought The Last Jedi was actually the better of the three. It had a lot of unique ideas. There's some fantastic visuals in that film as well. I particularly love it when Rey is in that section of the film where it's all mirrored and she's doing the click, and and she sees like potential parents and stuff. I thought they had, there was a lot there to unpack. Yeah, you got the Princess Leia, Mary Poppins in space thing. That was weird, but it just made me realize as well that again, they could have done some really unique figures from that particular movie as well. I mean, I know the Canto Bight Casino scenes are quite ragged on, and they don't really work in the sense of the main story of it, But there was loads of really cool aliens and stuff in that scene as well. It would have been nice to just get one or two of them. You know what I mean? I mean, think of there was the little alien who was putting the coins in BB-8. Just a 2-pack of that or something. That would have been cool. But yeah, just going on to the Rise of Skywalker though, I would really love to have figures of Poe and Finn in their get-up as well. Really odd that they didn't release those figures, because the costumes are great. Absolutely, I love it. Kind of got a real like adventure, like especially Finn, especially Poe. He looks really good in that outfit, like like kind of an adventure serial kind of thing. Like it's got this kind of like 1920s Solomon Kane, Indiana Jones sort of vibe to the look of it. Like it's just, yeah, they should have done those figures, and I would love to see. As controversial as it was to bring Palpatine back, but the version of Palpatine when he's like in that like kind of apparatus with the kind of arm, the crane thing, creepy, but a figure of that would just be bloody amazing, absolutely amazing, man. So yeah, I think there's a lot that Hasbro could do. And I think they're learning quick now, that variety is the spice of life. They got 9 movies to pull from. They got animated shows. They got comics as well to an extent. That was something I wanted to bring up as well. I saw a video from a group of YouTubers about gaming greats and stuff, and they put a lot of concepts and of stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of the gaming greats subsection of Black Series, in all fairness. I have bought a couple, Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis, that kind of thing. I guess it's because I'm like 46 and I haven't really played Star Wars video games for a long time. I think I played Fallen Order, but I didn't play Survivor. And they got that new Galactic Racer, is it? That's coming out as well. Looks pretty cool from what I saw, but I just don't. I think I'm out of it. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm glad. I'm glad. You know, Hasbro are you know, giving figures for video games. But I guess for me, I might be a bit of a snob in a way. Whereas, like, I would just want to stick to what was on screen, on film. You know, whether that's a show or a movie. Am I wrong in thinking that? You know, that I don't really dive into the gaming figures and stuff like that. I mean, some of them look really cool, but again, I'm the same as well when it comes to what's called Legends figures now as well. Or in my old day, it was the Expanded Universe. You know, I bought the Heir to the Empire set with, and forgive me if I butcher this pronunciation, but is it Joruus C'baoth or C'baoth, and Luke and Mara Jade. I bought that particular set because I loved Heir to the Empire when I was a kid, the trilogy of books. What was it? Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and I got it in the room somewhere. I can't remember the third one, but they were great books anyway. I haven't read them for a number of years, so I might go back into that at some point. But yeah, that 4-pack of figures that they did was really, really good. But I wouldn't mind them doing another 4-pack though. I would like to see Thrawn. I know we've had him at multiple times, but I'd like to see it a different Thrawn, maybe in a different uniform or something, or even in his training. When he's training, he's got like the vest on and stuff like that. And I'd like to see Captain Pellaeon as well. That would be a really good figure. They've got the officer body, haven't they? Now all he just need to do is give us a head. Talon Card I'd like to see as well. You know, he's kind of like kind of a smuggler, space pirate sort of thing. Great character minds. And I'd also like to see Rook, the Nogri, as well. I know they did him in like the Bad Batch. Yeah, it was in the Bad Batch, wasn't it? Was it not, or was it in Rebels as well? Might have been. Anyway, I would like to see a 4-pack of that, you know. But what I'd really love that Hasbro to do, if they're going to give us these kind of Legends figures, I know they've given us Jason and Jaina Solo. I haven't bought those, by the way. They look good, but I haven't bought them. I may do at some point, but it's not really in my wheelhouse at the moment. But I'd love to see a Heir to the Empire pack of Luke, Leia, Han, and potentially Lando as well, in different looks for that particular novel or series of novels. You know, there's a lot of untapped potential, isn't there, guys? Anyway, I'm gonna cut this one short. I just wanted to do a little extra one for you, but my battery is running low now, so I'll upload this one anyway. But like and subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. May the force be with you. Bye bye.